know I count up by the twos. Damn, you gon' count it by the twos. Rover certified. First you gotta get approved. You know, I gotta get approved.
Yo, we here live from the embassy, downtown Amarillo.
A-Town.
Got my boy J Peso over here.
Check.
How's it going since our last interview?
Which one? The one that y'all lost the footage, or the very first one?
The first one.
The very first one.
Yeah.
Man, it's been good, bro. It's a lot of life changes, and really a lot of life changes, man. But it's been good.
Let's get right into this. You know, you just really dropped on Narrow Amarillo not too long ago. It's been a huge hit in the city. How does it feel to have #1 sequence
in the city? Man, to be honest, man, it's an honor. I feel blessed. I'm really grateful. It feels really good, man. You know, I've been recording music for so long, for a long time, and you know, one of them got so much recognition. This one song got so much recognition, you know, and it makes me really feel good, man. I feel good about it.
You gotta take us behind the thought process of the song.
Okay. Behind the thought process of the song?
Yeah.
Well, man, first of all, you know, it's not like I had a little Amarillo in my head or anything. I found the beat, you know, and the beat just spoke to me, man. Them guitar strings, and I was like, wow. Like, when I heard the beat, I was just like, man, this is a really dope beat, you know, and I just sat there in my room, you know, and I just started writing. To be honest, we just came from the 4th of July firework display downtown, and I told my daughter, like, take me a picture, and I realized, like, how I always take pictures with the downtown buildings in Amarillo. It's because I like to display my city, man, and you know, I want people to. I think I take really good shots, you know, and eventually one day I want to get paid for it. But anyways, when I was writing that song, I had looked at this picture that I had taken, and I realized how there was the buildings behind me. How I was like, I don't want to take a picture this way where there's no buildings. Take a picture of me this way where there is buildings. And I was like, wow. So that was the thought process of, like, the first bar, like, I like to sit and watch the moon. Or I like to take a pic of a downtown a building or two. You know, that was like that process right there. Is like, it was like, well, okay. I wrote the first line. I wrote the second bar, you know, of the hook, and I was just like, wow, I think I got something.
And you didn't expect to blow up like this?
Man, to be honest, like, after I wrote it, I went over it to a couple of friends, a couple of close friends. Like, I usually always do that. Like, I tell my homeboy Jonah B to give me his time, his ear. I tell my homeboy James, give me his ear. You know, my family Mike, you know, when he gets time, I tell him, give me your ear, man. And I play the track, and I go over it to them, and you know, they let me know what they think about it. And you know, when I recorded it, I was like, man, I think I got something here, you know. I got something.
So how you were involved as a J, dude?
Jade.
Yes. How you brought her into the track?
How did I bring Jade? Well, I've always lacked to get females to sing in my music, you know. And we were at the Pura Vida bike run this summer at Thompson Park performing. I had performed first, and somebody else performed next, and then she performed. And I actually couldn't see her, but I could hear her. I was towards the back with my friends, and like I said, I couldn't see her, but I could hear her. I could hear her voice. It was such a pretty, a beautiful, pretty voice, man. And I was like, man, I want to go see who that is. You know, I just thought, like, you know what, I man, I want somebody to sing for my song. Maybe she would be interested. So I walked up there. I waited till she got off stage. I introduced myself, and I went home, and you know, I got her number. I didn't get her number. I got her father's number, her manager's number, and I told him, you know, I would love to have her on the song, and he was like, okay, if you come out with the right song, you know, because we don't do explicit and dirty music. And I was like, okay. So when I wrote the song and I had the beat and I was writing the song, after halfway through it, I was just like, man, I can hear her on it, you know. And so after I wrote it, I went to record it, and I called her and I sent it to her so she could hear it and see if she was willing to jump on it.
How does it feel to get a shout out from the mayor and the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce?
Man, to be honest, bro, like that was almost as getting a shout out from my mom, you know, like R.I.P. man. But that's something like I never thought I could get, like I could receive, bro. And to me, it's like, to be honest, it's like a very, very high honor. It's like pretty much the most important person in Amarillo shared the video. You know, like there's you know, DJs are pretty important. If they share it, it's an important thing for you, you know, because it'll get to a lot of people. But with her being the mayor, you know, that was the most important person that could actually hit that share. And I was so excited. I actually wanted to record myself and just show people live how excited I was, man. But at the same time, you know, I just kicked back and, you know, soaked it in, man, because it is what it is. It's just a good thing, man, and I try to be humble about it.
Not only that, even News Channel 10, and you even got a feed and play it on the radio on the 931 The Beat too.
Right. Yeah, News Channel 10. Yeah, man, we're gonna be on Second Cup at 9 this Tuesday. We'll be getting a small little interview and performing the song as well. And you know, the radio, shout out to DJ Element, man. 93.1 The Beat, being the first radio station to take that song and play it and show the city, you know. Shout out to y'all, man. I hit him up, I inboxed Element, and I was like, hey man, check out this song. I got this little Amarillo song. And I told him, you know, straight up, ain't no denying this one, man. And he hit me back like, hey bro, let's get it on air.
Yeah. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if you're performing in February with the new Amarillo, right?
Mm-hmm. The Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in February.
Yeah. So I did see that on your Facebook.
Yeah.
The next thing, I see your Instagram. You was in the top floor on the Amarillo National Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, you try to take over Amarillo?
Well, you seen that this year, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was in there last year, and I took one of the same pictures, you know. But as far as taking over Amarillo, man, you know, I really represent my city, man. I love my city, man, and eventually one day I want to be one of the big representatives of this city, man. And you know what's crazy now is like people can't speak about Amarillo music without saying my name, and they can if they want to, you know, and they're gonna try to go around it, but that's called hating, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, people ain't gonna be able to do that nowadays, bro. I did something. I put a stamp on that thing, you know.
You think you could be like an ambassador for Amarillo?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Like this song is like to be honest, man, one of my close people helped me realize like how significant this song is. He said, man, do you realize like Amarillo did so much building here? It's a great place. All they needed was a song to bring them here. You've created that song. I don't know if Amarillo has really checked it out yet and really grasped the idea of that, but this is Amarillo's song, man. Like they could play it. They could be playing it in the embassy right now. They could play it in the mall. They could play it at restaurants. They could play it at the baseball stadium, at the civic center. They could play it at schools. They've already played it at schools. They played it at Caprock. all the one of my cousins told me one of the teachers emailed it to every teacher in the campus. So, and I got messages from my kids, and they're like, "Hey, my teacher's playing your song in our class," you know. So, hey.
So ever since the song blowed up, you don't have people going up to you like, "Hey, you're that guy from the Amarillo song."
Amarillo. I haven't really had them run up to me or anything yet. To be honest, before Little Amarillo, I've had people like, "Hey, you're Jay Peso. Oh, what's up, Jay Peso?" Whatever, you know. But I do have different people, you know, telling me, like, I work for a moving company, and we were in Canyon, Texas today, and I was moving somebody's stuff, and they were like, "Yeah, we're moving to Amarillo," and I was like, "Hey, well, when y'all get a chance, y'all look up Little Amarillo on YouTube." He's like, "Little Amarillo?" He's like, "You know what? I seen something on my Instagram about Little Amarillo last week," and I was like, "Oh yeah." So I walked outside and I'm grabbing boxes, and I come back in and he's like, "Hey, so you're Jay Peso, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me, man." And it's like, "Hey, man, good song, you know." And it's happening, you know.
That's fine. You see, with that song, you kind of put Amarillo on the map.
Well, let me say this, man. The homeboy L Sweet said this one time. Amarillo's already on the map. We just gotta highlight it. So what I think I did is I just helped highlight it, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But congratulations on your hit song and stuff.
Hey, appreciate that.
But different matters. I know your son, Lil Flake, just had a daughter, right?
Yes, sir.
How's it feel being a grandpa?
Oh man, it feels great. It feels great, man. To be honest, it almost gave me a feeling of a new purpose. You know, it just makes me feel great, man. I sit back sometimes and I try to imagine the future. You know, when she's 14, 10, maybe even 21. You know. But yeah, I feel really great about that, man. It's a great thing.
You see, how's it feel to be working a job and having the best single, like to be single?
The best single and having a job and still working?
Yeah.
Man, to be honest, man, it's it's a bittersweet feeling sometimes, bro. But at the same time, like, I just try to be humble, man, because even before Little Amarillo, I felt like I was this big guy still before Little Amarillo. Like, I'm Jay Peso. Like, I've done some things for the city. I've done whatever. And, you know, like, I've walked down the boulevard with no car a couple years ago. You know, and I had really good songs like Underdog, and a lot of people have known me, bro, before that. And, I mean, you know, it's just a feeling like sometimes I get that feeling like, man, I'm not even supposed to be here, you know, like, cause I'm supposed to be getting paid for writing this music and performing, you know, but at the same time, you know, trust your process and go with your journey, man, and go hard.
That's right. Referring back to your, is time? Is right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Switching back to your son. How do you feel when you first got the news he was gonna be a father?
That my son was gonna be a father?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was a little upset. You know, I was upset, and you know, because he's still young. He's in high school. Got a lot of life to live. And I was a little upset about it, man. But at the same time, I'm his father, and I didn't have a father when I was growing up. And when I first heard that I had my baby, my pops wasn't around, and when I had my baby, he wasn't around, and till this day, he's not around. So, to be honest, you know, I put my feelings aside, like the little stuff, and just opened up to it because that's my son. And last thing I want to do is push him away.
That's what's up. You being a grandfather, does it make you move differently now? Since you're a grandpa now?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it makes me move differently. It makes me want to move differently, you know, because you know, people are looking at you differently. you know, they say you're a grandpa, they all of a sudden think or assume or try to make you feel like you're 56 or 60 or something, you know. But at the same time, you know, you got to move differently so you can still be making your moves in the future, you know. Because if you're like me or you're just from the streets and stuff, you know, most of your moves ain't straight moves, you know. So, you know, just straighten that out and walk lightly, do good.
Since it's, I believe this is last year at Camp Rock, you got any plans for his graduation party?
Ooh. You know what? To be honest, man, we got a party coming up for him. We'll do a graduation party, but we had so much coming up this year, man. Like my wife, she just graduated from WT. Congratulations, baby. My daughters, their quinceañeras are coming up in March, you know, of next year. But we got all this planning and preparing that we've been doing and stuff. So, but yeah, Flex, we're gonna have him a graduation party, and God willing, you know, it'll be a big party, and we'll invite some people to perform, and it'll be a big thing.
They don't want to switch gears. You know, there's like a lot of rappers dying in the industry. I mean, we lost Juice WRLD recently, or it's easy, like having seizures. How do you feel about rappers die over drugs and stuff?
Man, you know, to each their own. You know, I don't want to be a hypocrite or anything, you know. But at the same time, I don't really like it. You know, I don't like seeing rappers or the young kids dying off of drugs and stuff, man. It's not a good thing, man. You know, they listen to the messages or they listen to the stories in the songs, and it's so easy for them to pick up them ways, you know, because they look at a regular dad and they look at this rapper like, who's cooler? They're kind of thinking that this rapper's cooler with the chains and the gold and the cars and the girls and stuff, you know. So a lot of kids, you know, they're going this way instead of their father's way or their parents' way, and I mean, it's just not a good thing, bro. It's horrible, you know. And R.I.P. to all the past rappers, man, this year that passed away, and all the kids that passed away, man, for real.
100%. And believe it or not, I guess you posted it I think it was like a month ago or a couple of months ago. I think you was gonna promote K-Nover or something like that.
Oh?
K-Nover? Or I guess like an album.
Never.
Yes.
Can never.
Yes.
Yeah, can never. What about it?
Hey, I was wondering if you could drop it or what's your place to do?
Oh, well, it's dropped. It's actually a song. It's called Can Never, and you know, I just wanted to catch people and get their attention off of the name alone, because like when you say can never, like what are you trying to say? Like it's really I can never get right. But when you say it can never, it sounds different, and I just wanted to play with people's mind, man, and I just thought it was kind of a good little promotional thing, you know, like can never, like have them thinking like, what's this can never? Who's this can never? What is it? You know? So it's a song, man. Y'all go check it out on SoundCloud. Follow me, man. J.space PES1.
That's what's up. And but you know, you got any new music besides I don't know Amarillo?
Oh yeah, man. I got so much music coming out, man. I got a project called The Lit One. Man, lit ass music, good music, you know, a lot of good music. I got a project called Coming Out the Dirt, produced by Jonah B, all original beats. I got Peso Life 2, about to drop. I got full ashtrays and empty bottles. I got 4 projects ready, bro, and that's not everything. Like I got a project called Cruising to the Moon. I got a project called The Heart of the A 2. I got a few. I don't want to name all of them, man. I don't want to give everybody my ideas and they're gonna try to run with my stuff, you know.
I know you just dropped a Peso like a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
What's the overall feedback about the album? Was it good? People loved it. They hate on it.
To be honest, man, I had barely jumped on Spotify and all these digital platforms, so I don't think I got as big of a response as I wanted to. But this year, when I drop all these other projects, when they go to listen to my music on Spotify, they're gonna be able to see discography, and they're gonna be able to see all my different projects. So they're gonna be like, man, this song was jamming. What the hell? He got 5 other projects. They're gonna go into it, you know. So that's when they're gonna really go and check out the Peso life, you know. So like, to be honest, you know, I didn't really get too much of a big buzz off of it, you know. But I dropped Pesoville like a month after, and that's all original beats produced by my homeboy Maya. And you know, it's really dope music, and not too much people have jumped on that just yet. But look what I did. I went and dropped 2 videos. I mean, you know, Little Amarillo, it's not even on any of them projects. That's a country tune, you know, country music, soft rock. Like, it's a whole different genre.
You never thought to do like a collaboration with a father-son duo, like a song?
Yeah, eventually we plan on doing a collaboration project. You know, we got another song coming out very, very soon. So just keep your ear out, man, because we're going to drop this 2020. We'll drop a lot of music.
That's what's up. You never thought of dropping a full Spanish album?
Yeah, man, I thought about it, and I would love to, but the only thing is, like, I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I don't know, and I don't understand all my Spanish. You know, my father's from Mexico, but he wasn't always around in my life, man. Like, people don't know the story. You know, my father, he was from Mexico, didn't really speak English, but he was only around till I was 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have too much people. My mom passed at a really early age too. So the people who really could have and should have showed me the Spanish wasn't around, you know. So I mean, yeah, man, I would love to make a whole Spanish project, because that'll probably get my wife's dad's attention, and my wife's dad is a nationwide artist, bro. Like, he's really big in the Spanish music game. So I mean, you never know what kind of doors that could kick in for you.
And in your projects, you have a little bit of variety of music on the newest songs you're gonna drop?
Yeah, man. You know what's crazy about that is like every project I drop, like, I try to keep that kind of music there. You know, like say for instance the Lit one. Like, pretty much all that music is some lit music, bro. Turn that up and it's booming, banging, boom, boom. You know, when you listen to Peso Life 2, I got a mixture of music in the Peso Life 2. Like, that's the thing. Like, in Peso Life 2, it's about my life. So there's gonna be different sounds in that. So when people actually give my music the time, I get their attention, because it's good music. It's hard to deny it, you know. But until they give me that time, they'll never know.
That's cool. I want to switch gears. I know you got your own merch. Got any merch you got to drop and stuff too?
Yeah, I'll be dropping some new Peso gear very, very soon. We got the tie-dye going right now. The tie-dye hoodies. Got the tie-dye hoodies going. Those are going for 30 bucks. 2XL is 35. You know, but like, you know, we're gonna push the Peso Life 2 on the merch. We're gonna push the Lit one on the merch, and we're also gonna push Out the Dirt. So yeah, we got a lot of new stuff coming out, man. 2020.
You know, I don't thought put like a merch with your with the new Amarillo merch too. Since you did that, that's like.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the Little Amarillo shirts are coming very soon. If you watch my interview on News Channel 10, I'll have one of those shirts on. You'll get to see the very first shirt that has been printed up for the Little Amarillo. But yeah, man, y'all get at me for them orders, man. Little Amarillo.
Where pre-order start?
Right. And see, that's one thing. That's something that I lack. I lack team. I lack team, bro. I don't really have people on my team to actually help me set up certain accounts and help me push certain dates and stuff, bro. And so, if you're interested out there and you're out there and you know you got a heart for entrepreneurship, you know, sometimes you can't expect the money right then and there. But if you got a heart for this stuff, man, I'm looking for people to join that Peso team. And I mean, I'm not just looking for rappers, man. I mean, you know, play your part, man. Not everybody's a rapper, not everybody's a singer, not everybody's, you know, so play your part. And if you can play that part, hit me up.
That concludes the interview. Thank you for being here.
I already know.
You know, live from the NBC downtown Amarillo.
Yeah.
And if you haven't heard the Amarillo, check it out.
Check out Amarillo.